What did you have to say on this? What say you?
Hey, good afternoon. I have a couple conditions before I speak and so forth,
Right.
because I rather go ahead and have a debate, not somebody trying to talk over me. Okay.
Mhm. Go
So
ahead.
we're gonna follow parliamentary procedure. I'm 63, so I got that Dick and Jane education, that
Right.
good education that gave y'all the opportunity to have a better lifestyle. Okay. So first of all, we, I'm gonna
Right.
address a Republican. I'm gonna address the Republican in the House. Okay.
Okay.
Are you the same party that abandoned us in 1883 and allowed the KKK to slaughter us and kill us and withdraw federal troops and loot our banks, the Freedmen banks, and took $60 million from us? Are you the Republican Party that abandoned us? Are you the Republican Party that elected us senators, congressmen, allotted us land, and then pulled out your support and let them damn Democrats slaughter us and set up Jim Crow laws? Are you the same Republican Party that turned a blind eye to us trying to go ahead with Booker T. Washington, Du Bois, and other black leaders saying, please, sir, we need your assistance? You are the party of Theodore Roosevelt, the racist who treated black troops like they were slaves in Cuba. You are the Republican Party. We remember you. We remember you. You stabbed us in the back. You the same Republican Party that stabbed us in the back now. So please, Mr. Republican, save me this high ground about how holy the Republican Party is. You are the party of Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, George Bush the first, George Bush. You are that party. You are the party that promised us that we will have liberty and a pursuit of happiness, and we were denied that. So yeah, Mr. Republican, I address you. So first of all, back to the issues. We had obstacles placed before us as day one when we were freed in 1865. We were just sat out on the streets like dogs, like abandoned animals. We had to feed ourselves. We had to add clothing. We had to go and find our children, our fathers, our mothers, our brothers. That's why we call it family reunions. We don't call it gatherings. We call it reunions because we were separated as a family starting one. So when you break down the family, you have no society as far as to build, but we rebuild our culture. And let me put it to you this way, partner. Wasn't no cotton. Cotton wasn't shit until FBAs got involved. Sweet potato pies wasn't shit until FBAs got involved. Chitlins wasn't shit until FBAs got involved. Greens wasn't shit until FBAs got involved. We took the trash and turned it into a treasure. Boxing wasn't shit until FBAs got involved. Football wasn't shit until FBAs got involved. Baseball wasn't shit until FBAs got involved.
I don't mean, hold
Music
on, hold
wasn't.
on. I don't mean to cut you off on the baseball. Nah, like Latinos kind of dominate that right now. We're
Hey
good, but
man,
yeah, I,
who did everybody stop? The world stop to see that Dodger, to
who?
see
Yeah,
that first black man run up there on that stage. The whole world stopped, and they wanted to see the spectacle.
I
They
hear you.
wanted to see that.
I hear you. Baseball is always, and as you know, there's a story behind
Yeah,
Kansas
but
City.
baby, they weren't selling tickets like they used to
No,
until
but
we
you
stepped
no,
on the
but
scene.
you are right. Yeah, they did do it because they were losing money.
Basketball wasn't shit until we got involved.
Right.
Tennis wasn't shit until we got involved.
Mm.
You make $1 billion off of FBAs when we get involved.
I have to ask this question, not to cut you off, but you started off as freedman and now it's FBA. I'm just like, what
Because
are you?
people keep trying to steal our identity. We was black and proud first.
Okay.
Everybody else, y'all go by and say Africa. I don't respect no collective group who won't sing out their nationality. You know,
Okay.
it's 54 of you nations. And then
Okay.
you want to act like y'all some kind of gang, some thugs that don't tell us how to run our shit on our land. I am
Who's done that?
Choctaw.
Wait, hold on. Who's done that? Wait, go ahead. No, finish. Go, keep talking.
Africans come over here and then they try to impose their standards on us. They
Right.
can't even get their shit together.
Right.
You can't get your shit. How you gonna tell us how to get our shit together when you running away from your own land?
Okay.
You can't. And I'm gonna put this to you. I'm a U.S. Marine. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So you mean to tell me there's 2 billion of us in the diaspora, and you let them white boys take your shit, your gold and your diamond, you pussy ass niggas? We were the minorities that fought, and we still got our freedom before you. You was under colonization on your own shit. They
Hmm.
enslaved you on your own land, King Leopold, nigga. Don't come to me with y'all how y'all was all that shit. You only became a nation in the 1960s. The only one who was a real man was Haile Selassie, the greatest king that ever walked this earth, a descendant of the line of Judah.
Hmm.
Ethiopia was the only one that stood up to the Western powers. You guys sold us into slavery.
Whoa, wait. So I got to stop you there because I did kind of cut you off before you were saying that you said you were about to say that you were a Choctaw Indian, if I'm correct.
Choctaw Indian, baby, Tougaloo, Mississippi, outside of Jackson, Mississippi. My name is Mono Broshu.
So
I
you're
speak,
Choc,
I speak that shit. My grandma was motherfucking Indian. My
right,
ancestors, we have 400 acres of land outside of Star, Mississippi.
right. So if you're Choctaw Indian, meaning that your basis is here, how did Africa sell you, if according to you?
Check this out. When,
Oh,
check this out.
yo, Nas,
When
I'm fuming over here, brother.
No, I know.
I'm
I'm
fuming.
giving you
remember,
I'm giving you a chance.
I
I'm
asked
gonna
for
give
some
you a chance.
rules. So please give me my stage. Get your foot off the stage.
Okay, just go ahead. We're letting you
Respect to
talk.
you. All right, you got it. You
No,
Understand
got
no,
it.
this.
I'm gonna Kofi. You're next. I'm gonna mute everybody. And let this guy talk.
Thank you. All right.
My family branch, my family tree, because see, when you bust some family trees, they go in all directions. So I choose to pick the descendants of my grandmother, Hattie
Okay.
Bell Dorsey, Tougaloo,
Right.
Mississippi,
Hmm.
Mississippi Choctaws.
Right.
And we carried on those traditions. Yes, we absorbed some of the white man ways, but so did the Nigerians, because y'all sure speak good English. Sure is a Peruvian. Y'all speak good French.
Hmm.
Some of y'all speak Spanish better than I do.
Right.
So let me ask you something. How can you judge me when you don't even, when you point your finger at me, there's four fingers pointing back at you.
I got you. Well.
I understand this, and let me end this, and then we'll talk.
Hmm.
Y'all still got child slavery. Y'all still raping young girls, taking them by 200s. Your own countrymen in that Civil War. It's 2025 and y'all still slaughtering. Yes, we have Crips and Bloods killing each other, but we ain't using tanks, planes, flamethrowers, machine guns.
Hmm.
Rwanda
Well.
Hotel? Don't
Hmm.
tell us that didn't happen.
I
Now,
hear you.
I digest. Now I'm going to sit back and hear they retorts.
That's fine. Just to let you know that yeah, they have that stuff out there, but they just didn't learn how to make it more, I should say, classy, like Epstein did, pretty much doing the same thing. Kofi, you are on stage. Go ahead.
Um. Oh, wow. The I don't know these brothers, whatever, but the
Oh,
niggardry is strong here. Like it's very
yeah.
strong. The niggardry is strong. But what I'm not even gonna address the first brother because the second brother, you came in with the fire. You know what I'm saying? I was nodding my head. I was like, this dude is official. Salute to him. So it sounds like we pretty much agree politically speaking, right? So I'm going to talk to the falsehoods, the half-ass truths. That's the commonality between you two guys that call yourself FBAs. Now, I really don't call, I'm only saying that because you call yourselves FBAs. I don't call Black American. Now, me, I'm going to tell you who I am. I'm going to pull my card. I'm from the Caribbean. I am from Guyana, right? I was came here and I was raised here, right? So all the things that you guys are saying is not an outside opinion. This is me talking from a perspective of me having Black Americans as friends, as family, right? Not hypothetically speaking. I have Black American friends that are family, my family, niece, nephews, cousins, aunts, all that family, right? So I'm prefacing this to say what I'm going to say forward. I don't call Black Americans FBAs because that'll be an insult to Black Americans. Since I've been on finding out what FBA is before it even became a thing, most people that call themselves FBA are very low information, unintelligent, uneducated people that are hurt, right? So if you're an uneducated person that have little less than a high school diploma, right? And you have a legitimate grievance in this country, those people are very easy manipulated. Because I know a lot of Black Americans that understand FBA and it's like they do not represent me. Them niggas is dumb. So the commonality I'm going to address that I hear all you guys say, I say this on my channel. Yes, I'm plugging myself. I'm promoting myself. Kofi the Black Critic. I've been at this for a while. The commonality that all you two say is we. So already you're doing tribalism. Is we, right? I don't know who this we stuff is, right? So when you guys say we fought for you to get here, I'm not going to ask you the question because you're not going to know the answer. I asked you guys for years now, who the fuck is we? You did not, what during the 60s and the 50s, Black people didn't have literally a fucking pot to piss in. Because the brother mentioned Jim Crow. You didn't have a water fountain to drink out. The white man told you what fucking water fountain to drink out of, right? So there's no correlation of one person of you people what you would call consider FBA did a correlation, or you know what? We need more Africans here. We can't sit next on to the white man. We can't shit next to the white man. But you know what? We're gonna fight for some Africans and Caribbeans over. You doing this fucking bullshit historical history. That shit never motherfucking happened. So get the shit straight, right? And when you do say we forced you to get here, so that shit didn't happen. And this is where the disingenuous and where you show your hand as you're very uneducated or just hateful and xenophobic or both. So if we're talking about the 1960s here in your land, the Caribbean people that fought alongside Black Americans for this FBA bullshit kicked off was Harry Belafonte, a Jamaican, was Kwame Ture, a Trinidadian. Kwame and Nkrumah came over here, met with Malcolm X, and all these other people was here. The first Black woman
And
to
they
ever
weren't
run for
shit till
president.
they got to America.
Brother,
And they
I'm
weren't
talking.
shit
No, hold
till
on.
Brother,
they
I'm
Let
got
him
to
talking.
speak.
America. No,
You see
You
what
nigga,
I'm
gotta
you
let
saying?
him
ain't
How
speak. You
talking
gotta
to me.
let him speak.
undisciplined
Gotta
they
I
let
are?
him
went to
speak.
I went to JSU
You see,
college.
undisciplined. I
No,
give you
nigga,
this,
because you is came with the
See,
insults. You don't know
brother. You
shit
came
about
with
me.
plenty
everybody
of
No.
respected
insults, and
you.
I let you
Yeah.
go. I
Everybody
even gave you
respected you
credit.
and
It's
didn't
called
interrupt
righteous.
you.
I
Don't
don't give a
interrupt
fuck
this
No,
about
brother,
no.
this
See,
yourself, nigga.
Guyana
Why?
brother,
We
wherever he
that's
from.
that's
FBAs,
that's
nigga.
why
Yeah, I
they
gotta
call
hold
me
on.
We
the FBA
FBAs.
killer,
Y'all
bro.
come over
They
here
triggered.
and y'all coming here with
They
Do not
triggered.
insults.
Yeah,
no.
You
okay,
came with
like these
I
guys
didn't
are not.
insults.
interrupt
They're
you
being
at all.
disrespectful. They're being
I didn't
disrespectful.
Yes,
interrupt
you
you at
No,
did.
all.
hold on.
We
We
You
could
gotta.
called
We
us
No,
gotta.
I
We
did
FBAs.
not.
gotta.
I
disagree.
didn't
I'm not
say a
even
word.
finished
Yeah.
yet.
We hold on. We got. I gotta. I'm gonna let Kofi talk. Giving Kofi the floor. So Kofi, take the floor. We have to shut that down. Like, and also, guys, listen. There's one thing. One of the reasons why I'm sort of
We will shut this
cautious.
shit down.
Hold on. Hold on. One of the
Okay
reasons.
then. Tell that man don't insult us.
Hold
We
on.
didn't come with
Hold
no
on.
See,
I
this is
got you. But one of the reasons
Us
why
who? A
hold
Marine?
on. One of the reasons why I'm cautious with the FBA is because I've had lives shut down because of over pseudo conversation and conspiracy stuff or whatever. So I'm cautious. But Kofi, finish speaking.
United
Dwight,
States
I'm gonna let
Marine Corps, hoorah!
That doesn't even
Dwight.
mean anything to me because I have uncles that's older than you that's retired. Those that you were
Check
probably
this out.
swimming
That don't
for
mean shit
why
to
they
you
had
because
stars
you a
and
pussy
stripes on
ass
their shoulders.
nigga.
So that doesn't mean
Because you a
anything.
pussy
That's
ass
not
nigga. You
impressive to
didn't
me.
serve.
So
You didn't
salute to
serve.
you.
You
So
didn't
what?
serve.
Yeah.
I'm an
Let me
You
American
let me
just
didn't
just
like you,
say,
serve.
brother.
let me just say, Leonard, you're not impressing anybody. We all
You're
have
not.
family members in the military, all of us.
Well,
All right,
hey, everybody else
That are
that went to
older than
Iraq and
you. That
that
Afghanistan
are old.
along
operate.
with their
Yeah,
children say I.
that are younger than you, that are
No,
more
no, 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 no.
decorated.
I did Iraq and
All right,
Afghanistan. I show
I
the
hear you.
receipts.
I had
I
people
I'm a
doing
know.
that. My
combat vet.
uncle did the
So
Gulf War. My
later
uncle
for the
did the Gulf
BS.
War in the 80s.
I
Like,
had a
what
mama
are we
that had
talking about?
babies, nigga. Everybody
Yeah,
got that. You
yeah.
All
didn't
right,
So
do
so
it.
so
let me
can I
You
please
didn't do
yeah
it.
can I
I
please
didn't
You
do what?
didn't do
allow
it.
it?
Let
I didn't
Kofi
do
Can I
what?
finish.
please? And
I
this is
got
what
you.
and this is what I'm talking about when it
Yeah,
comes to these FBA guys. If you're
yeah,
not glazing them and kissing their ass, they get
yep.
in their feelings. It's
All
very
we ask
emotional.
is for the
You see,
respect
you're
that's
showing
given
your hand.
us.
You're showing your hand because
We
I
ain't
understand.
showing shit.
I understand if the first brother got insulted because I really didn't agree with anything what the first brother did. I
Nope.
saluted to you. I said I agree with you politically and everything, and you kept quiet as kept because I agree with you. The moment I disagree, you came on here saying you want to have a conversation. So I'm being civil. You said a lot of things that I totally disagree, and
Yeah,
I
you
sat.
called us low
Oh wow.
intelligent and gutter. That's what you
Okay,
started off within
it
3 minutes.
seems
You
hello.
start
It seems
demeaning
like you
us,
have
and
hello,
that's
brother,
why we don't fuck
brother.
with y'all.
It seems like you're not able to retain information.
Well, why don't
I
y'all
didn't
run
say
into the
I
white
didn't say
neighborhoods? Why
see
don't you go to white
this is what I'm
neighborhoods? Why
talking
you
about.
come to our
See, the truth
neighborhoods?
hurts.
And
A hit dog holler,
since
and this
you
dog is
so upper
hollering.
Yeah,
class and
A hit
torty
dog
torty,
hollers.
why don't y'all
Everything
go
that
to
I
the white
said,
folks
the
then?
moment you didn't
Oh,
fight
I
for
forgot. They
anything,
kicking
you
y'all
didn't
out the
fight for
country.
nobody. Say you fought
Oh,
for
I
yourself.
forgot. They
You didn't
kicking
fight
you
for
out
hold
the
anything.
on. Let
country.
me stop. Let me stop for a
You fought
second.
for the white man's military, and
Hold
you
on,
getting all happy. You
guys.
plantation bragging. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, but I
Guys,
see
hold
You're
on.
you here.
plantation
I
bragging.
see
You
you
don't own
brought your
shit.
picking any ass
You went
here.
into the white man's
Listen,
military, and now you boasting and bragging like a slave on the Django. Get the fuck out my
Yeah,
face, man.
yeah, I
Sit your
did
ass
because
down.
I'm FBA,
Sit your
something you'll
fucking
never
ass
know
down.
about.
You are serving the white. You could
Yeah,
call
yeah,
African
yeah. And
countries dusty.
what did
You
you
could call
guys do?
African countries whatever. But guess
What
what?
did
They
your
fighting their
nation
own
of
military.
Africans
They got
do?
no white
World
ass to
War
kiss. You
yeah,
got a white
One.
ass to
exactly.
kiss.
Yep,
You slaughtered
yep.
each other in the
You got a
name of
white
the
ass to kiss.
British, the British and the French.
And this
Uh,
You
British
guys came
and
from
what
the
do you have?
Cameroon.
And
You
what do you
guys
have?
came from Nigeria,
You guys
and
are
you guys
broke. You
slaughtered,
don't own
and you
anything.
guys
You don't have
slaughtered
yeah.
anything. You
each
are
other
domesticated
and
Let me
slaves.
just
left
say,
loved
hold on,
ones
You're
Dwight,
on the trench
domesticated
warfare.
slaves.
Dwight, Dwight.
You're
Let me just
domesticated
say
slaves.
this. It's much, Dwight. It's not a flex when in this country, the richest country in the world that you built, that your people are in poverty. At least you can
Exactly.
say
Check
what you
this
want
out,
about
brother.
it,
I don't know where you come from. I
bro.
think
So
out of that. Hey, let me
Matt,
ask you
let
a
me ask him a
question then.
question. Let me ask him
Let
a
me ask
question
you
because
a
he'll get
question.
mad again.
No, let me ask this question
What
first,
is the
and then I'm
FBA
gonna drop the
GDP?
mic.
What
Then
is
I'm
the
gonna drop
Uh,
the
FBA
mic.
GDP? What goods and services do Black Americans provide in the richest country in the world? Nigeria is on the world stage, has a
Oh, see, you
GDP.
can't even
You
say
guys
that
don't
shit
even
right.
have
You
a
stubborn.
dollar unto yourself. You don't have a city. You don't have a state. You don't have any sovereign place. You have nothing
We
sovereign place to protect your
Americans.
black ass.
We are
You have
Americans, and
nothing.
you not.
Yes,
That's why
you
you
are
jealous.
listen,
domesticated slaves.
yeah, I'm
That's
Domesticated
why you
slaves.
running down the
non-FBA.
street
You
like
right.
Papa scared of ice.
You
Like
domesticated.
Papa,
I'm
See,
you
I'm
and this is why
really
you
like
domesticated.
sound like the
slaves.
white man.
Oh, he's bringing up the ice card now.
No,
He's bringing up the ice.
because he's a fucking
Yeah,
coon. He's
because
a
guess
nigga dog.
what?
He's a
Yeah,
white man's nigga
cool,
dog.
whatever the
He's a
hell
white
he
man's
is.
nigga dog. You a nigga
See what
dog.
he's
That's who
saying?
you are.
All this, nothing but
You are a
insults.
nigga dog. You
Nothing
are the
but
white man's
insults.
nigga
But
dog.
you brought
So
your black
wow.
ass here.
they use the
But
same
you brought
insults
your
that
black
white
ass
people
here.
they use the same insults
Why
that white
didn't you
people
fix
used
your
to go that
own
used to talk
country?
against them. That's
The
what he's doing now.
internet don't need,
That's
you
why he's
don't
a
need to
bitch.
leave your country
That's
to
why
get
he's a bitch.
rich.
He's an American proud
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah, yeah, yeah. See,
The
that's,
same
ooh,
things
he sounds
that
like he
white
has a
people used
low
to tell Black
IQ.
Americans, he's now telling us. That's
I
why he's
think he has
very
a low.
low
I
intelligence.
remember when y'all used to come in
You
the
don't
club in
remember
the
nothing.
70s
You don't
and y'all
remember
would get mad
nothing.
because the
You don't know
sisters would never
anything.
talk to you
You
because
don't
you was
remember
funky.
anything.
You just
God,
learned about
God,
Yo, Nas,
silver
can I have the
waters.
floor? Can I have have the
Yeah,
floor. I'm about
let
to
me
end
get.
it.
I'm gonna
Let's
give you the
fall
floor. I'm gonna give
apart.
you the floor. Yeah. I gotta mute this man. How is he unmuting it? I mean, how does he have the power? Maybe he's using some Indian magic. But go on,
You
bro.
damn right. This FBA. We run this shit, nigga.
You don't
This
run anything. All you do is run your mouth.
Go
Y'all
go
don't run
ahead.
shit.
Go ahead.
You don't
Go
run shit.
man.
What the hell? You got black cops killing y'all.
check
And
this
you say,
out.
and we
Y'all
shall
got
overcome.
troops.
There's no white people coming to black neighborhoods in the Caribbean, in Africa, killing black people. There's no Sean Bells. There's no Trayvon Martins. There's no Mike Garners. There's no Sandra Bland in there.
Your
Nigga,
own
get your
people
domestic
put
shit shut the fuck up. Get your shit together and start talking about other black nations and
they
countries
put the
that
Zoom.
don't got that shit. I've been to Jamaica. I've been to the Caribbean. I've been to Africa. They got Black Lives Matter t-shirts. You go to that country, you go to Jamaica, they say, hey, man, you in America? Like, yeah, man, it's tough over there. It's tough over there. Black Lives Matter. And you got you simple ass, dumbass niggas talking about, oh, everybody hates me. You're a fucking victim, and I understand. I don't hate you for it. You still my brother. You still my brother, but I understand you've been in this country so long, you're fucked in the head. You're fucked in the head and you don't even know it. You got battered wife syndrome. But anyway, let me get off of you. So when the commonality is what I'm saying is that, you know what I'm saying, that you guys didn't fought for anything for black other people to get here. Now, I would give you and grant you that the fight and struggles that we meaning black Americans,
Ain't no we,
first
nigga. You
generation.
speaking French, nigga. We speak English.
Yes, you speak your slave master's language. I get it. I know you're
We
proud of
speak
it. You
us,
speak,
nigga.
you speak, yeah, okay, yeah, all right. I'm not a nigga. You're someone else's nigga, so I don't talk like that. Anyway, so I would, so I'm
You
not even
sure
talking to him.
speaking English.
I'm not talking to brother. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience and everybody who's listening right now. I'm not addressing you anymore. So I will admit that all the black people, the black Americans that were here that fought, along with with the Caribbeans and Africans that were here, we fought for that, right? We did that as a collective. And there's a lot of things that Black Americans been through. When I studied slavery in America and I studied slavery in the Caribbean, they were
See,
both
I know
bad.
you're lying,
They
but
were well, like I'm not, brother. I'm not talking to you.
No, don't worry
I'm
about it.
talking to the
I'm muting him. I'm muting him. Go ahead.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was very bad. But I do understand that
motherfucker,
what you
you
guys
can't shut
been
me.
through, what you
Oh
guys
my
been through.
God! Will you stop?
Go
I
ahead,
ain't never
Kofi.
gonna stop.
Uh,
That's a
Go
uh,
ahead, Kofi.
he ain't never gonna stop. He did it. He oiled up.
Mm.
So,
just sold out to the white man, nigga. Ain't no
yo, Diddy, come on. Diddy's gonna come out. You get your freak off party, old nigga. Just calm your ass
nah,
down.
nigga. I got bars.
Now let me
I
say this,
told you that
bro.
we won't
If
stop.
you
I
keep
told you
listen,
that
bro.
we won't stop.
If you keep cutting in, then I'm gonna have to kick you off. All right, you got to keep let this guy speak, because everybody kept we abided. Just imagine, I abided by your stinking rules
Nigga, I'm a Marine.
on my
Nigga, I'm a
platform, and
Marine.
you're not. And who cares? If you're a Marine, then you
You have no
understand.
discipline. That's why I think he lying. A
If
Marine has
you're a
discipline.
Nigga,
Marine,
you ain't
if
even been.
listen, bro, I'm pulling rank right now. All right, shut the fuck up and let this guy speak. Go ahead, Kofi.
So anyway, so like I'm saying, I understand that, right? We have been, and people in the Caribbean have been removed from slavery longer, right? And you guys endured a whole lot more than we have, right? So I understand, the racism and everything there is very fresh, right? And I'm not gonna say I'm gonna land the plane here. I'm not gonna say there aren't any Africans. I'm not gonna say there aren't any Caribbeans that are fucking stupid. Just like Black Americans that say stupid shit about Black Americans. I'll be the
Of
first
course.
person to stand up. I'll be the first person to stand up against a Black American. Notice, like the brother over there, saying the Republican brother there. I'll stand up if a Tim Scott say there's no such thing as racism, and Mark Robinson, all these fucking goofy ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I will fight anyone who says anything about Black people anywhere because I'm a fucking Pan African,
Right.
right? So I'm gonna give y'all your props, but at the same time, you're not gonna fucking throw your rock and hide your hand. FBA throws a rock and hide the hand. All Tariq Nasheed did was exacerbate a little small rift of Black Americans, Africans, and Caribbeans and splitting and making money. That's
Yep.
all that he's doing. Like FBA is a fucking trademark, my nigga. is a trademark. It is trademark. The Black American is not a trademark. Irish American is not a trademark. Palestinian, Pakistani, they're not trademarks. Your lineage cannot be a fucking trademark. You guys are fucking stupid.
And they
You're
make
being
excuses
easily
for it.
manipulated. And I'm trying to tell you, as a person that call me all those names, all that stuff, you're still my brother. But I'm trying to let you know you're manipulated. One last thing, Nappy Yankee. So when you say that we sold each other, again, you're showing your hand that you don't understand history, right? This is one thing you don't understand. Every colonial project in the world that the white man that you love that he put those stars and stripes on you and everything, every person group in history, right, that the white people went to, they sold them. The Native Americans that you claim that you are, there was Native Americans that was selling Native Americans. There were Native Americans that was selling Africans. But no one tells the Native Americans, oh, you're responsible for your own Holocaust. When you talk about the Jews, there was Jews in Nazi Germany. They had Jews that was selling out Jews.
Yep.
You ever heard of Schindler's List?
Yep.
Because they couldn't tell who was who. You had Jews selling out Jews, but no one would dare fix their mouth to say, you know what? You're responsible for your whole Holocaust. But we got niggas coming on here not understanding that there was no slave market in West Africa. So white people came over there, exploited them. And when they didn't, and when Africans, there was some Africans was complicit in it, yes. But that's after the fact. But you have Africans in West Africa that fought like Queen Nzinga and Shaka Zulu and those people that was fighting the colonial powers over there. So again, you guys really need, like, again, you have a legitimate grievance in this country, but as we're fighting right now, the white man is laughing his ass off because it's this whole crab in the barrel bullshit happening. I just land my plane right there. Thank you, brother, for letting me talk.
Absolutely. Leonard, and I do. Go ahead, speak.
I like that guy. I like him because he, he didn't disturb the jarring. He wasn't all emotional. Yeah, he used a profanity here and there, but I don't on people's channel because I know how YouTube could be. Because I once had a channel and I lost it because of what? The profanity and this and that and that and this. That's what happens to different channels. So I try at all costs to not use profanity and insults and all the other stuff. Now, the brother that was speaking, like I said, I don't know what handle he goes under. If he was to say it, then I'd be able to address him by his handle.
Okay.
He did not interrupt the Jareen. I call him the Jareen because he says he's a Marine. I'm like, you said you're 63 years old. I'm 62. Okay, evidently you must have went back active duty and participated in Afghanistan and Iraq. If you did not, then you are regular Marine. You're not a combat vet. I'm a combat vet. We're different. Now,
You're calling him a jarhead, basically.
That's
yeah,
what that sounds like.
Jareen.
Okay.
A jareen.
Okay.
Their brains in a jar. That's why we call them jareens. We'd be like, oh, did you forget your crayons?
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's between Army and Marine. It's
That's the lingo that you guys use to distinguish each
it's
other.
like a sibling rivalry between us. We both get it, because I mean, Army is an acronym. It means Uncle Sam ain't released me yet, and so Marine is an acronym. It means my ass rode in Navy equipment. So
That's a good one. That's a good one.
yeah, but that's how you could tell if somebody was if they actually military or not. You could tell, and from the lack of discipline on his part for the person that just spoke, he came through the door. I would like to be respected and not interrupted as I do what I do. I did not interrupt him. The other
No, you
brother
didn't.
didn't interrupt him. The first thing he did was insult what? Us.
Yeah.
That nigga. Who?
But that's what I don't understand. You have more reason. I disagree with your opening statement more than him. And you were refined. You were doing your little gesture and stuff like that, but at least you did not vocally interrupt me. You know what I'm saying? Him, he couldn't take it. He had no discipline. He was burning up inside. He has no self-discipline. So I'm like, wait, why are you getting so mad after I gave you credit for politically agreeing with you and saying, hey, look, if you call yourself FBA, fine. I disagree with you or whatever, but I'm not saying, because some people think FBA is this new term for all Black Americans. I do not use that term for all Black Americans. I don't. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I
So
don't. I don't use it. I'm Louisiana Creole. That's my background.
okay.
Unfortunately, I was born and raised in Chicago because they left. My mom and dad left the area of Louisiana that the family was from and went up there. It's only two people that left. My uncle, he went to the West Coast after the Korean War. After World War II, my dad scooped up my mom and they moved to the south side of Chicago. Other than that, everybody else stayed until
Okay.
20 years ago, next month, Katrina, then everybody got shifted out.
Is your
So
family, was your family okay that was still there in Katrina? I hope they're okay.
they're okay. But I have an aunt. She passed away last year. She was 99, and the insurance company. This was garbage. They said, okay, for the damage done to her home, they were only going to cover it up to where the water line was. I'm like, wait a minute. The bottom of the house all the way up here had water damage. So what are you going to do? Cut the house in half and take the upper roof part and put it on top? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the crazy crap that they were doing.
But
And
let me ask you a question. I
okay,
don't
go
mean to
ahead,
cut you off, but I really
please.
want to ask you a question. So
Because we can communicate like
yes.
adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So FBA has this thing of saying they go back like 40 years. We are the world. We are the children, that all of Africa is starving and things like that. And I'll tell you something, I was something of that mindset. So people from the Caribbean, such as myself, had that particular mindset, saying due to colonization. Colonization and Jim Crow is the same thing. Apartheid is all the same thing. It's the same common denominator, right? So are
Mhm.
you of the opinion that if someone from Africa or the Caribbean come here, they're running from Rwanda? Because when I say FBA, because I understand there was mass migration in the South
Mhm.
for several reasons. I hear a lot of Black Americans that I know as my friends, YouTube friends and things of that nature. They're like, hey man, we was crop sharing and stuff like that, and a white man tried to stiff me and either slap fire out of him, but when I slap fire out of him or kill him or whatever they want to say, I know how to move up out of
Mhm.
there. That's why I'm in Texas. That's why I'm in California. That's why I'm wherever that I am. So
There,
do you?
there's a. I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead, brother.
There's a
It's your
whole
show.
book. There's a whole book. I wanted to review that book about the Great Migration. These guys are
Mhm.
really, really. But I have the name of the book. I know I saw. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. But these guys are such freaking clowns. A whole book written by a sister. I'll get the name of the book in a second, but
Mhm.
it talks about the Great Migration. So when they say, "Oh, you fled," you fled. Y'all fled to Cali and up north and all everywhere. What are you talking about?
But
But
Nats,
Exactly.
this is what they're gonna say. This is what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, yeah, but we stayed in America. So bust it again.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
showing their hand how they don't
But
understand history. So
but see,
let's go way back. Let's go way back. Let's go to Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman, the Underground Railroad ran from Georgia all the way to Canada. They had people. If I went to Montreal, I went to Canada. There's monuments to the Underground Railroad.
The
So they're no
wrath,
longer
the
Americans.
warmth is called "The Warmth of Other Suns" by Isabel Wilkerson.
Okay.
okay.
about
Now
about the.
you oh, but
Good. Go ahead. Go
all
ahead.
right. Well, you have you have all of that. Now it's like, well, you all fled from the south to the north. You go where you can make your money at.
Thank
That's
you.
the bottom
It's
line up
about
front.
money. It's
Now,
about
Yes.
money.
for them that say, "Oh, you fled Africa to come to the United States," in a few cases it was true, like the comedian Godfrey. Okay,
Yeah, he's Nigerian.
right, but his family was some type of war going on, and they fled there and came to the United States because he went to high school in Chicago. Actually, when I was there, and I'm like,
Okay.
Uh,
really, dude, you come on, man. So You got him, and then also you have
But hold on, hold on. I
Elon.
just want to say Godfrey always speaks highly of Black Americans.
I
He
know he does.
always does.
I
Yeah,
know he was raised in Chicago. Chicago people, for the most part, are straight shoot. They're gonna speak their mind, and if you got receipts to prove them different, they set it out. But
yeah.
you've got other people like Ilan Omar. Now, her family was the same situation. It was something going on in Africa. They fled
That's Somalia.
Somalia.
She's Somalia. Yeah.
Right. They fled Somalia due to some type of revolt or whatever. She grew up here, and now it's like, hold on. Could you live the life that you're living today where you were? No. So people leaving from point A to point B for financial reasons and stability, that's just how it is. Do you think that I left? Because I grew up, I know everybody.